The Meadow family goes to the apple orchard. The Meadow family piled out of the car, their noses twitching with a delightful surprise. Nestled amidst rolling hills stood a charming farmhouse with a bright red door, smoke curling from its chimney. "Welcome to Applewood Homestay," boomed a cheerful voice. A woman with sun-kissed skin and a warm smile greeted them. "I'm Mrs. Applewood," she said, her eyes crinkling at the corners. "Your cozy room overlooks the orchard. We can pick apples tomorrow, and then turn them into the most delicious treats you've ever tasted." Oliver, the budding scientist, clutched his magnifying glass and notebook. "Wow. Are there different types of apples, Mrs. Applewood?" he asked, his enthusiasm bubbling over. Lily, the energetic 10-year-old, bounced on the balls of her feet. "Can we pick the biggest ones, and maybe some red ones too?" she chirped, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Amelia, the youngest at 5, peeked shyly from behind her mother's leg. The sight of the vast orchard filled her with a mix of wonder and apprehension. "Of course there are different kinds, Oliver," Mrs. Applewood chuckled. "And as for the biggest and reddest ones," she winked at Lily, "we'll see what the orchard offers tomorrow." That night, as the moon cast a silvery glow on the apple trees, Mr. Meadow shared stories of his childhood apple-picking adventures. His tales of overflowing baskets and crisp autumn days filled the room with laughter and excitement, fueling the family's anticipation for the next day. The following morning, after a scrumptious breakfast of apple muffins dripping with cinnamon sugar, it was finally time. Armed with wicker baskets adorned with playful apple designs, they followed Mrs. Applewood into the orchard. The sight before them was breathtaking. Rows upon rows of apple trees stretched as far as the eye could see, their branches laden with ripe, colorful fruits. The crisp autumn air vibrated with the excited chatter of the Meadow family. Lily, fueled by boundless energy, was off like a shot, racing through the trees. "Look, Mom. This one's shaped like a heart," she shouted back, holding up a lopsided red apple. Oliver, his scientist mode fully activated, meticulously examined each apple. He documented their colors, textures, and even the different types of insects he found amongst the leaves. "These are Granny Smith apples, Mom," he announced with pride, pointing to a cluster of green ones with a hint of yellow. Amelia, initially overwhelmed by the vast orchard, clung to her mother's hand. But as they reached a low-hanging branch with a perfectly round, golden apple, something sparked in her eyes. With a shy smile, she reached out, her tiny hand cupping the cool fruit. The afternoon became a game of apple discovery. They searched for the apple with the most freckles, the one hidden highest in the branches, which Mr. Meadow helped them reach with a playful boost, and even the one with the most interesting wormhole. Laughter echoed through the orchard as they presented their finds, sharing stories about the adventures it took to pick them. As the sun began its descent, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, they gathered their bounty. Their baskets overflowed with a rainbow of apples, each one a symbol of their exciting exploration. Back at the farmhouse kitchen, bathed in the warm glow of the setting sun, they helped Mrs. Applewood transform their apples into delicious tarts. With flour-dusted noses and wide smiles, they learned to roll out dough, slice apples, and sprinkle them with sugar and cinnamon. The kitchen buzzed with energy and happy chatter as they worked together. Soon, the aroma of baking apples filled the air, making their mouths water in anticipation. Finally, golden brown tarts emerged from the oven, a sweet reward for their hard work. That night, under a blanket of stars, with bellies full and hearts happy, they reminisced about their apple-picking adventure. The thrill of searching for the perfect apple, the joy of discovery, and the sweet satisfaction of working together. These were the memories that would make their stay at Applewood Homestay unforgettable. The Meadow family had not just enjoyed a vacation, they had experienced the magic of the apple orchard, from picking the fruit to savoring its sweetness, creating a family memory that would be cherished for years to come.